Hey, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Spring Loaded Football Podcast, where each and every week we cover the USFL, XFL, fan control football, and the X League. Guys, we talk everything Spring League football. Let's bring in my co host, Coach and Wayne, and we'll talk a little bit about week 9 in the USFL. What's going on, guys?
Just trying to stay cool.
Another day in paradise.
Yeah.
At least we had some excitement.
A little peek behind
the
curtain. We're having to record this. Yeah, but we're having to record this a little bit early because I'm going on vacation next week, so it's messed up our recording schedule. So, just bear with us, but we'll get the job done.
And I think we're all in full vacation mode, summer mode, except for Coach down there who's trying to get kicked out of baseball games.
And
Hey. When you're wrong, you're wrong. You can't fight with the rule book, Kyle.
Yeah.
Rule book states it. States it in that dead ball if the coach is hit by a pitch. He was hit.
Was that a Jerry Reed song, When You're Wrong, You're Wrong?
Yeah, it was. It was.
Fun times in the summer.
All I know is when we found it in the rule book.
Let's get
let's
get on into it. Let's talk a little USFL.
Yeah, the coach there studied his rule book, so he was good to go.
Yeah, strutting around. Look at this. This is what you're supposed to go by. You
can't argue with the coach. He knows.
Here we got well, you're right. He's the coach, man. You're right.
He's the coach for a reason.
You're right. But first game here, first game here of the USFL, we had the New Jersey Generals taking on the Michigan Panthers. The Generals ended up winning 25-23 in a pretty close game. Of course, shave the stash. The Panthers still lose. Sky's blue and water's wet. I don't know what else to say, guys.
Them little blue jeans don't look good anymore.
Raise your hands if you were shocked that the Panthers lost. That's a no.
No. Yeah. Yeah, that's a no.
I don't think nobody picked the Panthers.
New Jersey
week, did they?
No, not this week. New Jersey just continuing on into the playoffs, man. Their coach sits in the stands and watches the other football games. And I don't know if that gives him an advantage. Yeah. Yeah, they actually showed him in the stands just watching the ball game, which I'm sure he's a fan of football. He's got to be. But I'm sure that's just some extra film, just extra scouting.
Yep.
Well, that was one of Jared's picks for coaches first of the year. Yeah. And we found out he was from Alabama, so.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's doing his paper. He's doing his homework,
He's like the coach below us.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
Studying.
Yeah.
I'm on top of things, even though I'm on bottom.
I did see him on TV eating some popcorn.
There we go.
Hey,
that's a little more appropriate right there.
There we go. How's it feel out there, guys? It's like the Brady Bunch all over again.
You need to look up at you.
Yeah. Brian, you got to go. You're the middleman. You're the pivot. You're the middleman.
Yeah. Look down. And it's like the Brady Bunch.
But, yeah, this is a pretty close game. This is the second game by 2 points this week?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
But, yeah, you look at what they do. It's amazing for me.
Michigan. Yeah, Michigan had a lot of yards. But
had time of possession, had the ball more.
Yeah.
Just can't get it there.
Yeah, Michigan and Tampa Bay, great teams when you look at it on paper, but just not pulling it together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Which team is more disappointing this year? Michigan or Pittsburgh?
I didn't really expect much out of Pittsburgh, so I'm going to go with Michigan. So,
ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to hold the podcast before we go any further. Pittsburgh is beating Philadelphia right now. The Mud Dogs are going to the button, though.
Now, is this one of the jokes that we try to pull on here, or is that legit?
No, they really are. Look it up for yourself. They just scored. They was going to kick a field goal.
Oh, it is 16-10.
Yep. They just scored a touchdown.
Wow.
This could be a major upset.
This could be shocking.
Wow.
Maybe they got a hold of Blue Chew.
Yeah, could be.
When you're up, you're up. And when you're stiff, you're stiff. Hey!
Yeah. We'll leave it in, guys. We'll leave it in.
I want to say it so bad. If you know The Office.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yep.
Oh.
Nope.
Yeah, moving on. A heartbreaker for us. Houston Gamblers ended up winning 17-15 over the Birmingham Stallions, ending their undefeated streak. It's just disappointing, guys. But
look at the stats. I mean, Birmingham led.
What can you say?
Much everything.
All I can say is, look, hey, Houston's clicking. They're starting to click. They've had enough time to click, and now they're clicking. Right.
Well, and they got their backup quarterback back too, didn't they?
Yeah, I think so.
I just didn't think Thorson was that good as a leader on offense.
No. After this game, I've seen some of the media, some of the stuff, Facebook, TikTok, and all that. I really ain't seen much on Twitter, but I was saying a lot of people are just downgrading Jamar, and I ain't got to really fully watch the game because yesterday we had a tournament and everything, but from the games I've watched, Jamar has carried these guys. I mean, not just him, it's the whole team.
Yeah.
And, people are just downgrading, saying they told you wouldn't that. And look, we've personally been down there. We've watched Magoo. We've watched Jamar. And in my opinion, Jamar Smith is a better quarterback. And Magoo's good. No downgrading him, even though I didn't get his autograph. Thank you very much. But, Jamar Smith is a good quarterback. But some of the stuff I was reading on it, people were just bashing him. Hey, you ain't got to be a fan of it. You ain't got to be a Stallions fan. It's all right. Be any of them. Be a Pittsburgh fan. Come on, they're winning right now, baby. Come on.
Yeah.
But,
hey, they need a fan. But they don't have any. So
me and Jared was talking about it today. It was going to happen. They were going to lose a game. I kind of figured it would be next week.
Yeah, it's hard to go into
because they're beat up.
Yeah.
You look at what Scooby Wright was out for how many weeks?
Magoo's
out with the ankle injury. And you got some good running backs and all, but man, they've been beat up all year. To do what they did under the circumstances, it was amazing.
And we all of us live in Alabama, but for y'all that don't live in Alabama, the weather yesterday, like I said, we was in a baseball tournament. We had 3 games. We had 4. We played 1 Friday, and then we played 3 Saturday. Yesterday was one of the hottest days. Well, yeah, yesterday was one of the hottest days, even for these little 8 and 7, 5 and 6-year-old kids. And we was trying to keep them hydrated and everything, and it was rough on them. So I know if it was rough on them, it was rough on these guys out there playing football. Even today, these games, it was still pretty hot. And, hey, I got to give it to them. It was going to happen, and I'm happy for Houston because that was one of my teams too.
They needed to win.
Yeah, they needed it, and they have good players. They have had players on the making player of the week and everything. And hey, the Stallions needed this. They needed to rest their guys and be ready for the playoffs.
Yeah, they got to get people healthy within a week, 2 weeks.
Yeah,
2 weeks. Yeah,
we got week 10, which finishes out the regular season, and then you go straight to the playoffs.
Yep.
And it's going to be a long road because they'll have to play New Orleans again.
Yeah.
And they've already played them twice, so you're looking at a team for a third time. Spoiler alert, New Orleans won.
Yeah.
And
and New Orleans quarterback is good. He can throw the ball. So it's going to be a test for that Birmingham defense for a third time.
Yeah.
Well, didn't he get hurt today and they had to go with Smith as a backup?
Oh, did he? I didn't even pay attention. I'm not really sure.
I know he got taken out on a hit.
I don't know. I ain't really got to watch it today.
Yeah, we were in vacation mode in the pool today.
I was a floater, I can tell you that.
Well, while you're looking that up, we're on the next game. Tampa Bay Bandits falling to the New Orleans Breakers 6-17. New Orleans locking in their spot to go to the playoffs to face Birmingham. And what we just discussed, it's going to be the third matchup of the year. And, New Orleans can throw the ball, got pretty good offense, and Birmingham's defense is going to be, up. It's going to be a challenge.
Yeah. They're going to have to come with everybody's got to be healthy for this game. These are one of the teams they're going to have to look out for.
Yeah, Slaughter went 7-14 with a 50% complete passing or rating of pass for 48 yards, 1 interception, no touchdowns, and had a QBR of 28.3. Then Smith comes in, goes 5 of 6, 83 completion percentage, 51 yards, 8.5 average, 1 touchdown, and a 141.7 QBR.
Sounds better than the first one.
Yeah, so
they're going to be a dangerous team.
Yeah.
Yep.
You think they can pull it off if they're healthy?
At this time, anything can happen. Anything.
Yeah.
It can go either way.
These guys haven't had any off weeks either, They've been playing 10 straight weeks.
And on that, y'all got to think about this too.
You don't know what's going to happen.
Y'all got to think about this too. They're all in Birmingham. They got limited practice time too. I mean, they're going to be – you've got 2 fields down there. And you got Garth Brooks coming to town. You got limited practice time.
Well, which game do you think would be more interesting? A New Jersey, New Orleans, or a New Jersey, Birmingham, or a Stars Breakers, or Stars Stallions?
I think it's.
I think you go New Jersey, Birmingham.
Yep.
In a rematch from week 1.
Rematch of week 1, a close game. We were down there for it. Me and Wayne was, so I would love to see it again.
And him talking about the heat from yesterday. Y'all remember when we went down there and watched, who was it, Birmingham and Tampa Bay?
Yeah.
And it was still pretty cool down there that game.
Yeah.
I mean, the weather's changed from
decently
cool spring.
Picture this. You're in the bowels. You're in the bowels of a fire. You walk outside just to check the weather, and you sweat. You just walk out there and sweat.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, that's how it is down there. Well, this is Alabama. The weather makes up its own mind.
Let's see here. As of right now, next week, let's see what the weather's giving for it. Next Saturday, you're looking
probably
at
gonna feel like
120. Oh, Could you imagine being down there today in that stadium?
No. I'd be cooked.
There's been a lot of swamp asses, if I got to say anything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So we're going to talk about the last game that is currently going on.
Yeah,
Coach, I'll let you handle that one if you got it pulled up.
This was the halftime box score, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, when I started watching, I got it up pulled live now watching it, and they just come back from commercial. Pittsburgh is leading 16-10. If I'm not mistaken, Philadelphia has the ball. Really don't know the time of possession and everything right now. See if I can look at it right here. First quarter, they both scored 3 points. The second quarter, Pittsburgh's the only one to score, was 7. And then third quarter, Philadelphia, the Stars finally scored 7. So that made them 10. And then in the fourth quarter now with, let's see. I'm waiting for the little box to pop up to show me with 9 minutes left on the clock. Pittsburgh's got the ball back. So, hey, I will be proud if they pull it out. Control the ball.
Yeah.
Get it downfield. Make another one. Hey, they might seal the deal on the Stars here. And, what is this going to do to them?
Well, you got to look,
morale-wise.
Philly's already made the playoffs. Philly's already in. They're going to play New Jersey. So the game really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. So,
but what is it going to do to morale?
I'm sure they want to win, but they don't have to. Yeah,
like you say, the morale's going to go up for Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And they play who next week? Is it Michigan?
Michigan. Michigan.
Yeah.
The battle of the.
And they're making. They're making some hellacious catches.
Which coach gets to keep his job?
In the next edition of the Toilet Bowl.
Woo!
That's it.
Yeah, we'll try to check back at the end of the game and get an update for that, or end of the podcast on the game.
All I got to say is they're clicking right now. Pittsburgh, sure. If they would have played like this more every game, they would have been up there too.
Well, Pittsburgh they had some very close games,
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
That offensive line is just clicking. I'm watching just a little bit of it right here, and they're just clicking. Even their running game's pretty good.
Do you think this game is about like what we talked about last week, where teams are starting to let their guards down and rest players and save plays and stuff for the playoffs? Because Birmingham got beat by the Gamblers, and now the Maulers are doing pretty good against the Stars.
Yeah. I got a feeling that is what's happening. They're resting their good players and putting them back because, like Brian said, they're already sealed. They're already going to the show. Birmingham's already going to the show. New Orleans already going to the show. Make it or break it. You want to take you back. You want to risk it to get the biscuit, or do you want to take your rest your good players and play with the best of the best?
Well, what would the coach do in that situation? Rest the players or go for an undefeated season?
I mean, it comes down to it. I mean, it would be like rest your players, that's all you can do because, hey, you already got your seat. You're already going to the show.
You're in the dance. Don't pull out the flamingo just yet.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
Well, you would.
Life's a dance. Like, and one of the famous quotes I love to quote right now is, "Life's a garden, just dig it."
Joe Dirty.
That's right.
Joe Dirty. But if I had to say it right now at the Maulers, you go doggy, or you like to say homos naked, either two. But
Well, with 6.5 minutes left, they still got the ball, and they're leading 16-10.
They are taking it downfield big time. They just got a first down.
That's a
So,
big
hey,
accomplishment for them right there.
One more touchdown should seal the deal.
should see that they got to stay on it though. I mean, you never know. Stars might do something. Pull out. What is it from that one show? The annexation of Puerto Rico play
Oh yeah,
from the Little Giants.
I voted for that on fan controlled all year.
Yeah,
I have too, man. I've been wanting to see that all year.
Well, guys,
like
speaking of fan
Giants,
control, let's talk about the championship game.
And here's one of Jared's teams.
Let's bring in the fan control.
You want to talk about this one, Jared?
I think the reason they lost is because I didn't get to get on there and cast my vote. And I'm sorry. That is my fault. All of y'all that are watching that are Board 8 fans, if you're a player and you're seeing this, I am sorry. I couldn't help it. I was at a tournament.
The coach just didn't get to call the good plays for them.
I know. I mean, I was on there voting for the annexation of Puerto Rico, and would have got my go-kart out with a flag on it and rode around, but I didn't. But the Zappers pulling off a big win. Hey, underdog team.
4-0 to 5-4 for
sure.
The championship.
No doubt. Yep.
I mean, is it because they got
rid of T.O., man? Won them a title.
And Manziel didn't play this game either.
It's got to be, right?
Oh, my God.
It was the Clemson quarterback.
I've been trying to think. Is there anything comparable to that in sports where a team starts off that bad and wins the championship? I haven't been able to think of anything.
I can't either. I really can't.
I even wrecked the coach's mind. Look at him. He's trying to think.
Yeah. That and the Stars just scored a touchdown to tie the game. No, they're winning.
Okay.
Yeah, 17-16 now. That was quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we're back to the real Maulers.
Yeah. Yep.
Get the blue chew, boys. Get the blue chew.
But the player of the game from the championship game for Fan Control Football was Kelly Bryant, the quarterback. He played at Clemson. 11 for 13, 114 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 3 rushing touchdowns, an interception, and 58 rushing yards. Them 3 rushing touchdowns is what made the difference.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Next year we're going to have to try to get the time to go to one of those games.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
just to experience it.
I want to go so bad.
Road trip.
We'll have to get our Zappers hats.
I'm getting Board Apes.
Yeah, he'll be calling plays next year for them. Maybe they might win.
I'm hoping I put my name into famous people you want to say. I put the Coach Cooper on there. So maybe I'll be getting a call.
We'll have to get on there and vote if they do a voting for you. Are you going to take me and Brian with you if you win?
You darn straight. One of y'all be my offensive, the other be defensive.
Yeah.
Well, no, Brian will be long snapping. We don't know that. The Colonel long snapping.
Yeah.
I'll be water
special teams. That's right.
You got to do it with a cigar, and you got to hold your pinky finger up for the Colonel.
Yep. But here's a picture from the championship game. I'm assuming that's the coach holding the trophy. And, they're obviously very excited. I would be too.
I don't know about the guy. The guy on the far right is kind of scaring me a little bit. It's like, pull my finger.
He's really happy.
Yeah, he's really happy.
I've got to say this, for the league with their uniforms, their style of play, and all that good stuff, their football trophy looks old school.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does. Yep.
And is the woman in the background levitating, or is she sitting on something?
For sure.
I think that's in the elevated seating area.
Oh, okay. It was kind of scary there for a minute.
Yeah, we're going
like she's going to steal the football if it goes up any higher.
She's a VIP.
VIP. We do some
And here's some of the
here.
players celebrating with the trophy.
Apparently,
Yeah,
nobody
it appears
had any.
one of the players has a drink in his hand or a glass.
We didn't have the cigarettes coming out.
Yeah. Houston?
No.
Take notes here.
No, the
No,
left-handed
I'm talking about
cigarettes.
the other left-handed one there, Coach.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was trying to keep it family friendly here.
Yeah. Manziel lit up a little. Yeah, Manziel lit up a little bit of the Jazz cabbage after he scored a touchdown. So.
Oh, it wasn't Manziel, was it?
It was homegrown, put it that way.
I thought it was Manziel.
I don't think it was. I think it was a receiver. And then we had our other league start up this week.
Well, yeah, let's talk about the X League. We don't know much about it other than, used to be the lingerie football league. Yeah, we don't know anybody that plays on the teams. We can't find that information. I couldn't find stats for the games. All I could find was the final score. So we'll talk about that, I guess. The Chicago Blitz going over the Kansas City Force, 40-34.
They need to let us take over marketing.
I mean, we'd have a better logo than the Chicago Blitz one.
Yeah. Well, we know we're all hands-on, so. All right, 40-34. Chicago Blitz over the Kansas City Force.
Hands-on now.
Yeah, could have.
Get in there,
I'm sure it was a good game. Looks like it was close. I don't know anybody about it or any of the players or anything.
It sounds like we'd be willing to learn.
Actually, week 2. Yeah, week 2 was on that clip. It was next on the slide. It's the Los Angeles Storm. Yeah, Los Angeles Storm versus the Austin Sound. It's going to be played in Texas, and we'll have you the score next week. Oh, you're going to go to it?
Yeah.
There we go. Los Angeles Black Storm versus the Austin Sound. Again.
Anybody got a pick on this one?
Y'all picking, boys. Come on.
Let's give you a
Come on.
I'm going with Austin.
Oh, that's who I wanted to. Austin. I'm going Austin.
I'll make it 3 for 3. We'll go Austin.
Just we can be hands-on for this one.
I think football's better in Texas.
That's right. Yeah. So good luck, whoever's on that team.
Yeah.
So
go win it for us.
We'll be clapping.
That's right.
I mean, it's not like we're going to go golfing or cook
so
bacon.
Guys, you want to talk about?
I'd like some bacon.
You want to go ahead and talk about our picks?
Yeah, if Coach could get his breath back, we'll talk about the picks here.
We don't have our season results because of the last game still going on. But we all picked the same games anyway, so it's not really going to matter.
Yeah. So in the first week, Colonel Wayne, Coach, and Boss Hog all took the Generals. Of course, we got a big W on that one. The second game, of course, we all took Birmingham. And yes, we're all sad and depressed, but hey, we knew it had to happen, and I'm happy for Houston. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I'm glad Houston's starting to click.
Yeah.
I hate that it happened this late, but hey, we all got a loss on that one, and of course the third game was New Orleans, and of course, hey, they won. What a shocker! And then the last game, we all took the Stars, and of course that game's going on right now with the Stars leading 17-16, and they have the ball with 2.5 minutes left on the clock.
So if they get a good run game, they're going to finish this.
So a win, yeah, a win for Philly.
Mm-hmm. And if the Stars win, we all go 3-1. If the Stars lose, we all go 2-2.
Either way, I'm still above 500. That's all that matters.
You need to go golfing and cook bacon, son.
That's a victory.
It's bacon time. Big baconator.
I took some chances I took some chances in week 10 because I'm going to try to win this trophy.
You look like my picks in the middle of the year.
Yeah. Hey, after seeing this game, I am actually liking the Maulers over the Panthers. But again, you know, the way we're recording and everything, hey, I'll stick with what I got. And in the first week, we got the Generals versus the Stars. The Colonel and me, the coach, took the Generals. Wayne and Boss Hogg is taking the Stars. And, you know, hey, right now the Generals are on top and the Stars are right below them. It could be any game right here. This is one of those games to watch. And I don't know what the odds are right now on it. Wayne, do you know the odds on it?
They haven't got anything up yet. I don't think they will have anything until during the week.
Okay. We'll keep it classy.
Well, you know what's strange is New Jersey and Philly will play each other the week after this in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
so they're going to play back to back.
That's going to give one team an advantage.
Yeah. Back to back. And you never know. This is one of those games that can go either way. They both got good players. They're both kind of clicking. From the look at, you know, and the only thing I got to say is, you know, the Stars are playing right now and they're barely winning against the Maulers, which is bad to say, but hey.
Have we got the score on that one yet?
The Stars just kicked a field goal. I think they're up by 3 more. So that would put them 16, 17, 18, 19.
Did they hit it?
No, never mind. They didn't kick a field goal. I was wrong. The Maulers have the ball, and it's 1st and 10. I'm trying to see where they're at. I want to say they're on their 35-yard line, a little past it. You know,
it's saying online they're 36. So you're pretty close.
They just almost got a first down on the pass right there. But, you know, moving on to the second game, you know, well, hang on. Let me say this. Again, what is this? If they do lose to the Maulers, what is this going to do to the Stars' morale? You know, I can say the same about the Birmingham. What is their morale going to be like next week?
It could greatly affect it.
It could. You know, hey, you lost to Houston, just like, you know, hey, the Stars might lose to the Maulers. You know,
right?
Is the Blue Chew really working? Did somebody sneak a pizza in with Blue Chew in it? We'll never know. Was it the coach? We'll never know.
I'm gonna say no.
It's not the coach.
Me and Brad's like, nah, went a little too far there, buddy. A little too far.
But moving on to the second game, you got Tampa Bay versus the Stallions. And again, we've watched this game. We've watched Tampa Bay, and you know, they have got some good players. And you know, of course, everybody's gunning for Birmingham because you know Birmingham's beat every dang body.
Well, the same's for New Jersey too. I mean, the Stars are going to come out at them as hard as they can to make up for the loss.
And because the New Jersey Generals are on top, they're above the Stars. They've had more wins.
Wasn't that the game where their starting quarterback Scott got hurt? Wasn't it against New Jersey? Or am I thinking wrong?
I think so. Yeah.
I don't know.
I may be wrong.
I think you're right.
But on this, the Colonel took Tampa Bay. Good old Burt Reynolds. He's leading the convoy here. And Wayne, the coach, me, and Boss Hogg all took the Stallions on it. Again, hey, it could go any way. It comes down to: are we going to rest our players, keep them healthy until the playoffs?
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to risk one of them getting hurt? You know, it's you know, one of those things you just got to weigh. You've already got your seat. Does this game really matter?
And you know, you was talking about getting ready for the playoffs. How sad is it that this season is, 3 weeks left, including the championship, and then it's over? And how long did we wait for this to start up, wondering how it was going to be and what it was going to be like?
Yeah. And I mean, I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate that some of these teams are just now clicking, but hey, what with the COVID and everything, and being off a year, and the starting up as quick as everything. Hey, I think all of them really did good. I hate it that some of these teams are just now clicking, and that's what happens when y'all are in one area and everything. But I'm glad that they are. We got to see all of them. Well, we ain't seen two, right?
Yeah. Which we'll get to see them next year at least.
Yeah. Yes, hopefully. But moving on to the third game, you got the Pittsburgh Maulers, old Blue Chew, and of course the old Dipper Dan denim wearing mustache, boss hog looking mug Michigan Panthers.
I think the Colonel was smoking some of that left-handed stuff for his pick there.
He might have did. He might have got it from Manziel, whoever was smoking it.
I got to try to win this trophy, man.
He's wanting to win that trophy so bad.
The glorious trophy.
I know it.
Glorious. But
right.
the Colonel, this guy right here, right down below me,
the middleman
thing with a beard. Yes, the middleman in this sandwich.
Yep.
Ham Shammy.
We had him smile about
that. He took the Pittsburgh Maulers.
That's funny.
Just from watching this game right now, hey, he might do it. They can do it if they play like this against Michigan. Michigan is going to have to show up and play because right now they are playing some dang good football. And in my book, hey, this is one of their best games. And this, even if they don't win, this is one of their best games. And
this is what Michigan's only win this season was against Pittsburgh.
Yeah. And, they're going to be looking for a redemption.
Yep.
Because, there's nothing they can do to get a seat now. Hey, it's go big or go home.
We're guaranteed one team to go 1-9.
Yep.
I just thought about this because Houston's got 2 wins since they beat the Stallions now. So if Pittsburgh loses today, there'll be one team guaranteed to go 1-9.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep. That might be the team that loses their head coach. So
you never know.
In the toilet bowl.
Right next to the Deuce Monte Carlo.
If you don't chew Big Red.
Then we'll do a little whistle there, boys. Hang on. Then you. All right. Moving on to the last game.
The money we put into this show for graphics and everything, y'all can see right there, people.
Yeah, right there. Perfect. Sound by sound, picture by picture, brought to you live, baby, live.
Technology, we spare no expense.
But
that's right.
Moving on to the last game, you've got New Orleans. Who are they playing? I forgot.
Houston.
Houston. Again, hey, this could go either way. Houston's clicking. They got a big win coming off a big win against Birmingham, the number 1 team. And
New Orleans is like Birmingham. They're going to have to save people.
Yeah. Do you want to risk putting your good players in there, or you've already got your seat? This is another game. You're looking at risk your good players of getting injured, or just go out there and play the game and play your backup players. Save your good ones. Yeah. And hey, it's one of those games, but we all took New Orleans on it. Looking for a big W there. But as far as I see it, I might be able to go ahead of Boss Hog, or Boss Hog might go ahead of me on this one.
It's going to be by 1 either way.
Either way, it's going to be 1. And Brian might have a chance of going up by.
No.
Not you're down by 2?
Not with those picks.
Well, you never know.
I'm only down by.
He's
I'm only down by 2.
Place.
So you could tie. You could get up, catch up.
I can. If all mine shakes out the way I got it, I can actually go ahead. Yeah.
Are we going to do the playoffs for the championship game by points? Who has the best points differential if we do need a tiebreaker?
If we need a tiebreaker, yeah.
It's going to be interesting, the playoffs.
A smile come in the picture here. I mean, look, who do y'all think is going to be in the playoff game? I mean,
the championship.
The championship game, not the playoff game, but the championship game.
If I had to pick right now with the way things are running, I would go New Jersey and New Orleans.
New Jersey and New Orleans. Brian, who are you picking? Brian, who are you picking? I mean,
yeah, I agree. I agree with Wayne.
I think Birmingham's going to bounce back. I'm going to take a leap of faith. I mean, they got to get their heads in the right spot and, bounce back after that loss. But I think it's going to be Birmingham and the Generals and the championship game. That's my pick. Now, of course, we all picked the Generals.
Okay.
Either way, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at both games, New Orleans and Birmingham, in there against New Jersey. That would be a great championship game, in my opinion. That would not be a blowout either way.
Yeah.
Well,
right.
Another thing, I just looked the same pop up on my thing. One of the guys on here posted, this is what's hilarious. This guy posted, all these USFL players are from around the Alabama or the around area. But when you look at the rosters where these guys are from, no, they're not. They're from all over. And, these guys ain't strictly from Alabama.
Well, likely you done a profile on, and he was from, what was it, like Maryland or one of the Big 12 or
somewhere
Big 10 schools or something.
Yeah, they're from all over. These guys
Scooby
ain't
Wright's
strictly
from Arizona. So
yeah, I mean, I think I know the running back Bo Scarborough. He played for Alabama. That's I think there's one other that's in this league that is from Alabama. That's the only two.
Jamar is from La Tech, and then you got John Franklin, who's from Auburn on Tampa Bay. But then you look at Marable, he's from Coastal Carolina.
Yeah.
And then you got who was the other one I'm thinking of? Aubrey, the kicker that Jared's a fan of, went to Notre Dame to play soccer.
Yeah.
So I mean, these kids are from all
That's
over.
What's wrong. That's what's wrong with you. That's what's wrong. I ain't going there. I ain't going there.
Yeah.
Hey, I want y'all to do good. Even the kicker, even the long snappers. I want you all to do good, all right?
Do you think we get a bunch of these players back next year?
I said a few. I think Scooby might, depending on if he gets a contract somewhere. I mean, he's a real standout player.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of these guys that are standing out. Some of them we didn't even, talk about.
Well, if you look at just Birmingham, I mean, crap, you got Marable, who's looking good. You got Gates on defense, who looks great. You got Scooby. I mean, there's so many of them that could get a chance to go.
Yeah. I mean, it's what's the old saying? Money talks and bullshit walks. Yeah. It depends on if they get a contract and stuff. Making more money. I can't blame them for that, because they're looking out for themselves and looking out for their families.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think
and we got to see what the XFL does.
So. Yeah.
What's it doing on the Maulers Stars game, real quick, Jared?
17-16. 50 seconds left on the clock, and the Stars have the ball, and it's 2nd and 14.
So we're guaranteed a 1-9 team next week.
Well, hey, you don't know. They have burnt their second time. I think they are out of time. It really ain't telling. I think they have one left. Yes, they have one timeout left. So if they can get them, yeah, he's going to spike the ball. That's probably going to be ball game right there. He might burn that last time out, but
that's it.
We need to do some kind of special award for the team that goes 1-9. Just from the spring-loaded football crew.
Anybody got an extra plunger?
I mean, come on.
We can screw a toilet seat to it.
The toilet bowl is set and players are ready.
Oh, the Stars coach is getting upset.
Yeah, I would too if I only beat the Maulers by 1.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Oh, wait.
So,
I bet you the 3.5 people in the stands rooting for the Pittsburgh's upset too.
They were so close. They could taste that victory.
Yep.
Not pizza, but a victory maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, if they could get it,
not pizza. Yep.
If they can get it right now, I mean, it's down to the nitty-gritty right now. He's about to lose the ball, and they're about to burn the clock. But
yeah, they missed.
They can get it and get a field goal or get a touchdown right now. I mean, it's not looking good.
Pittsburgh missed a field goal, so that's how they lost the ball back to Philadelphia. And they're saying on Twitter that wraps it up for the Stars now.
Yep.
Well, I mean, there's still time. They got to kick it, and then there is a chance. Play clock is running. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up there it is. Move them back. Flag. Yep, they're going to flag them. They're going to keep the ball and flag it. They ain't even going to punt it. Delay of game.
So is it over, or they got to punt it to them?
No, they delayed the delay a game. They put 10 back on the clock, but they're going to have to get the ball, get it downfield, or make a touchdown. I mean, it's down to this. This game is getting interesting. If he runs it back,
so Philadelphia wins. He's not going to run it back.
Brian says that. So if the Maulers score a touchdown, Brian is going to have to do something crazy.
I got to pull it up and watch it now.
No. Philadelphia wins.
Become a Pittsburgh fan. That's what's going to have to happen.
He got the ball. He got sacked. Short and simple and classy. And he's got a bandana on.
Yep,
under his helmet.
17-16. So the toilet bowl is ready.
Yep.
There you go.
The Mr. Clean Bowl.
Yep.
You're not a floater, you're a sinker. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, one of these teams is going to rise to the crop next week.
All right, everybody, let's check in with Coach and see what kind of news he's got for us this week in Coach's Corner.
Man, damn. Birmingham. Look, lost the game. I'm going fishing, boys. Toodaloo. I'll be back next week, live from the newsroom. Y'all keep it classy. Got my pole, got my net. All I need is a little nibble and a worm.
Well, I guess Coach is going fishing. We're going to wrap up the show for this week, guys. We appreciate you all for listening. You can find the show on YouTube, anywhere you listen to your favorite podcast, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, YouTube, Spotify, Amazon Music. Guys, we're everywhere. So don't forget to tell your buddies about the show, help the show grow. And, guys, we appreciate it, and we'll check you out next time.